Dangerous and toxic human food for your dog. Foods that are perfectly suitable for human consumption as well as other animals may be toxic and even poisonous to your dog, posing a serious threat to their health and well being. Why? Because all animals have very different rates of metabolism. Metabolism is the process of breaking down food and turning it into energy. If you're interested in knowing what some everyday food that we eat and are poisonous for your dog, then please keep watching. Alcohol. Do not give your dog alcohol on purpose. Alcohol can cause not only intoxication, lack of coordination, weak breathing, and abnormal acidity, but potentially even coma or death. Apple seeds. The casing of apple seeds is toxic to a dog as they contain a natural chemical that releases cyanide when digested. This is really only an issue if a large amount is eaten and the seed is chewed up by the dog, causing it to enter its bloodstream. To play it safe, be sure to core and seed apples before you feed them to your dog. Avocado. Avocados contain persin, which can cause diarrhea, vomiting, and heart congestion. The most dangerous part of an avocado is the pit because it is a choking hazard and is full of persin. If you think your dog has ingested an avocado pit, call your vet ASAP. If your dog ate a small piece of avocado, it will probably be okay, but make sure you monitor your dog and call your vet for further care. Candy, chewing gum, toothpaste, and mouthwash. Not only does candy contain sugar, but it often contains xylitol, which can lead to vomiting, loss of coordination, seizures, and liver failure. Cat food. Cat food contains proteins and fats that target the diet of a cat, not a dog. The protein and fat levels in cat food are too high for your dog and not healthy. Ingesting too much cat food can cause an upset stomach, obesity, and pancreatitis. Chocolate. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, which speeds the heart rate and stimulates the nervous system. Depending on the type of chocolate, amount your dog ingested, and your dog's weight, it will determine how sick your dog may become. Ingesting too much theobromine and caffeine in chocolate may result in vomiting, diarrhea, restlessness, increased urination, tremors, elevated heart rate, seizures, and death. Some dangerous sweetened drinks for dogs are cocoa powder, unsweetened baker's chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate coffee, and tea. Dog looking at a coffee cup. Caffeine is extremely dangerous to dogs, and within 1 to 2 hours, your dog could be experiencing mild to severe hyperactivity, restlessness, vomiting, elevated heart rate and blood pressure, tremors, seizures, and death. Cooked bones. When it comes to bones, the danger is that cooked bones can easily splinter and, when chewed by your dog, raw bones, however, are appropriate and suitable for both your dog's nutrition and teeth. Corn on the cob. While small amounts of corn are safe for a dog to ingest, giving your dog an ear of corn can be dangerous. If your dog is determined enough, they will eat the cob and all. The cob can be a choking hazard and can cause intestinal blockage. This could be fatal for your dog. Fat trimmings. Cooked and uncooked fat trimmings can cause pancreatitis. Garlic. While garlic can be okay for dogs in tiny amounts, more significant amounts can be risky. Garlic is related to onions, which are toxic for dogs because it kills dogs' red blood cell count, causing anemia. Signs may include weakness, vomiting, and trouble breathing. Grapes and raisins. Grapes and raisins can cause kidney failure for dogs. Even a small amount can make a dog ill. Vomiting is an early symptom followed by depression and low energy. We've heard stories of dogs dying from only a handful of grapes, so do not feed your pup this potentially toxic food. Hops, an ingredient in beer that can be toxic to your dog. The consumption of hops by your dog can cause vomiting, panting, increased heart rate, fever, and even death. Human vitamins. It isn't recommended to give your dog one of your vitamins or supplements. Human vitamins often contain 100% of the recommended daily amount of various minerals. This could cause a mineral overdose for your dog. The most dangerous vitamin is prenatal vitamin, which have a higher dose of iron and can cause iron toxicity in pets. If your dog ingests a bunch of prenatal vitamins, you should call your vet immediately. Liver. In small amounts, liver can be okay, but avoid feeding too much to your dog. Liver contains quite a bit of vitamin A, which can adversely affect your pup's muscles and bones. Macadamia nuts. Ingesting even small amounts of macadamia nuts can be lethal to your dog. Symptoms include muscle shakes, vomiting, increased temperature, and weak back legs. If your dog ingested chocolate with macadamia nuts, the symptoms can be worse. Marijuana. Dogs with marijuana around neck, dogs and marijuana. The level of poison depends on how much exposure your dog has. There isn't much information out about dogs and marijuana, but from what we can find, these are the common symptoms: slow response times, dribbling urine, heart rate change, neurological stimulation, hyperactivity, coma, and even death. Read more about dogs and marijuana. Milk and dairy products. While small doses aren't going to kill your dog, you could get some smelly farts and some nasty cases of diarrhea. Milk and dairy products can cause digestive problems as well as trigger food allergies. Onions and chives. No matter what form they're in, onions are some of the absolute worst foods you could give your pup. They contain disulfides and sulfoxides, both of which can cause anemia and damage red blood cells. Peppers. Bell peppers are okay to feed dogs. Dogs are carnivores and prefer meat to vegetables, but there are some benefits to veggies. For example, green peppers are a low-calorie snack packed with vitamin C and beta-carotene. Be sure to chop peppers into small pieces because the outer skin can be tough and difficult to chew. Pureeing or steaming the peppers make them easier to consume and digest. As with most human food, don't overdo it because too much could lead to sickness. It might go without saying, but never give your dog a spicy variety such as jalapenos or hot peppers. Persimmon, peach, and plum pits. Pits and seeds from these fruits can cause intestinal issues in dogs. Additionally, peach and plum pits have cyanide, which is poisonous to dogs. Raw meat and fish. Raw meat and fish can be contaminated with bacteria, which causes food poisoning. Additionally, some fish can contain a parasite that causes fish disease or salmon poisoning disease known as SPD. Symptoms include vomiting, fever, and enlarged lymph nodes. Cooked fish is perfectly fine since the cooking process kills the parasites, but be sure to remove all bones to avoid choking or internal organ risks. Raw meat can be safe to feed dogs, but only if you know it's uncontaminated and safe for consumption. In fact, raw diets for dogs are increasing in popularity. Rhubarb and tomato leaves. These contain oxalates, which can cause drooling, vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, weakness, tremors, and bloody urine.